All right, just got done with the coaching session, 2.5 hours. It was really intense. We went through some really intense meditations and conversations, and a lot came up for me. What we were doing was we were releasing attachments, and with attachments comes expectations of what my ego wanted, a certain situation, a certain thing, a certain person, a certain scenario to play out. And like, my ego wants this to feel safe, to feel secure, but it's causing a lot of tension in my vibration. It's causing a lot of suffering. That's why the Eastern philosophies are saying, and really talking about the root of suffering is attachment. And it's true because with attachment, we're always looking for validation and seeking happiness outside of ourselves. And that's the problem with humanity, is we are going outside of ourselves and grasping for certain things from certain people to make me feel a certain way, from a material item, for money to make me feel a certain way, from all these things exterior of us to make us feel a certain way. But it's all temporary, because what if you get a nice car and it crashes? What if the person changes their mind? What if someone dies? What if something happens and then you don't have it anymore? It's so disempowering. The consciousness that that the goal is to recognize, what do we actually want? Sure, you want money. Sure, you want this person. Sure, you want this situation, the scenario, whatever. But what are you really wanting? I want this person. Okay, with this person, what are you wanting? You're wanting a certain feeling. It's attached to a certain feeling. With money, security, with whatever. If you go to the thing and you get to the root of it, what you're really wanting is a feeling. And guess what? You can tap in to these feelings inside of yourself. So when you're looking for things like this, what if you let go of all the ropes, all the attachments, all the expectations? You let go. It's scary. You're like, wow, now what do I have? I'm alone. That's what came up for me. I was like, I'm alone. I'm scared. Like, I cried. But really, quickly, I then was like, wait, no, I'm not. Everything I want is already existing inside of me. Everything I want already exists. It's just allowing things to unfold in the divine time, in its organic way. But me holding on because of my expectation, it's causing a lot of fear and anxiety. And then I'm not in my natural flow because I'm in a state of like control. I can't receive then because I'm not relaxing. We can only receive what we actually want. When you go inside of yourself to find that feeling, you find that feeling and you go there. And then it starts to manifest on the outside. As within, as without. So if you go through and do the work of going inside yourself, looking at yourself, returning back to yourself, because most of us have lost ourselves because codependency, or, oh, the money makes me feel so good. I love to work and I love to get things and I love the cars. But let's say you're alone in a desert, all by yourself, naked, nothing. Then what do you have? Then who are you? Then what do you really want? And everything that you truly, truly desire is inside of you. You are the source of happiness. Everything that you really want, it will always come back to you. Everything else is just an illusion. So we could choose to live a life of seeking outside of ourselves, or we could look in the mirror, look at ourselves and see what comes up. Because until we actually have the courage to look at ourselves and feel our emotions and feel our feelings and feel what we want and feel what we don't want and feel what's affected us and actually go there, then we're going to be seeking like this. And we're never going to be happy. And we're always going to be in a state of lack. Not enough, not enough, not enough. This person's not enough. This car is not enough. My bank account number is not enough. It's not enough. That's a state that is so disempowering. But what's empowering is recognizing that as within, as without, as without, as within. It's full accountability that you have the power and the potential to be and feel and have everything that you desire. And if you remove these attachments to things, that's when it will start to come to you. Because now you're not in a state of like flexing, you're relaxed and the blood can flow now, the intuition can flow now. Now God and the universe can start to hand you things and align you, because you've let go. How do you get what you want? You let go and you go to you. You go to the source, you find the feeling, and that creates the vibration of faith, trust, and pixie dust. And then life turns magical. And then you're like, I don't need anything outside of me. And then you feel whole, and then you feel complete. And then you start to find alignment, and then you can start to love people from such a pure place because you have found this pure unconditional love within yourself. And when you find it within yourself, you can then give it to others. And then they start to feel that from you. And this is what it means to actually embody Christ consciousness, is to find it with you first. It all starts with you first. So lose the attachment. Start by looking in the mirror for 3 minutes. Have a journal. Feel all the feelings that come up. Feel inside of your body. Feel the emotions and let it out. And then journal it out and talk it out. And then from there, that's when you start doing the work. You start doing the work yourself of finding the blocks. Well, this really traumatized me. This happened to me and affected me. Okay, well, let's look at it. Let's look at it. And every time you find a block within you that's uncomfortable and you look at it, yeah, it's scary and it's unknown. But when you start to look at it, it alchemizes into love. And then you start to clear out your vortex and you turn into a pure vessel of love. And this is what Christ is talking about. It's Christ consciousness. It's we are Christ's. It's to be Christed. It's doing the work to love purely like Christ, but it starts with you. And it takes uncomfortable work, but pick your poison. You can live a life of going like this and fear. That's the enemy. Or we can go to ourselves and be like, it's all inside of me because I am a pure vessel of God. I'm it. It's all here, right here, all the time, always, and I'm never leaving myself. I'm never leaving myself again, and I'm never looking outside of myself for what I truly want. And that's an empowering feeling.